We're just kind of kicking off our conversation about Copilot for security here. So, myth versus reality. I am a huge fan of all these generative AI tools, and I mean that sincerely as an individual contributor. I've got a little bit of a background in web hosting, a little bit of a background in coding, a little bit of a background as a field services engineer doing like server RMA work, and a little bit of background in cloud, and then a more prominent background, the latter, 5, 6 years in security, specifically around the Microsoft security products. And Microsoft has been catapulting through the Gartner and Forrester rankings as they've continued to invest a lot of R&D dollars in things like the Defenders and Sentinel and Defender for Cloud, et cetera. So it's come to me as no surprise that with the relationship that Microsoft has with OpenAI, specifically as an investor, early investor, that Copilot has come on so hot and as quickly as it has. But that being said, I've got a subscription in ChatGPT Pro. I've got a subscription in Gemini Ultra. I've got a subscription in Anthropic, Claude AI's most recent iteration of their LLM. And so I'm coming into my expectation around Copilot as having been a user of these LLM, large language model kind of systems like GPT for the better part of a year. And so I'm trying to be fair to Microsoft, where they're launching a product pretty early on in the life cycle of their service around it, but probably a little bit behind the curve. I joined this call and I remarked right away to Bill, like, oh, I haven't used Zoom in a few months. Zoom's got an AI assistant. And I think that this is going to be ubiquitous. And I suspect that if I were to look at the catalog of YouTube videos, you've probably got a number of AI sessions that you've already had. So your mileage is going to vary if you're like me and you've used a lot of these different things for different reasons. Like I've noticed that conversationally, Gemini can help me put together like a voiceover script for a promotional video for my work really quickly. Whereas if I'm doing some kind of code review on like a Node.js application I'm building, I get much better results out of GPT and Anthropic. And then somebody will release a brand new model, right? An updated model that's based on, a much larger subset of data, and then it's the best thing. And so I'm just watching this, and I think that everybody is trying to get in on this game, but for certain that based on the amount of money that Microsoft's willing to put in terms of security R&D and Copilot, they're really going to just continue to take this generative AI thing by storm.